Would you circle the block with anyone?
Ooh. There is one. If
Of course.
they called, I would answer.
In the early 2000s,
Outta
the
here.
music industry was being completely destroyed by illegal file sharing networks like Napster and Kazaa. But there would be somebody who would fix this, and that person would be Steve Jobs. On April 28th, 2003, Steve Jobs introduced the iTunes Music Store. He convinced major record labels to allow Apple to sell individual songs for 99 cents. It was a massive gamble that
You still be buying them too, don't you?
Son, why you keep teasing me about that?
'Cause that's
son?
crazy. That's
It's
insane.
not, so I be buying music.
instantly. Apple sold 1 million songs in the first 5 days. This move revolutionized how music was consumed globally, and it proved that consumers would pay for digital content. So what happened to the shares of Apple at that time? On that same day, Apple stock closed at exactly $14.22 per share. That's the unadjusted trading price. That was just in 2003. By 2008, the original iPhone had been out for nearly a year and was actively disrupting the mobile industry. So from 2003 to 2008, it's only 5 years. How much did the stock go up to?
$140.
It was $172.
You know, something like that. We're crazy.
Split in many different ways because companies do it. But let me just be honest with you. If you invested $14.22 a share in 2003, in 2008, your value of investment was $344.50. That means you would have had a 2,322% total return, meaning that yesterday's price
It's not today's price.
2003 was not the price in 2008.
All facts.
He's right.
In the mid 2000s, Michael B.
That's per share. Imagine you grabbed a little 1,000 of them.
Yeah, or 50.
Yeah, a little quick 50 of them.
was an up-and-coming actor. He had a girlfriend for a few years, way before his relationship with Lori Harvey. And her name was Drew Sidora. Now, Drew Sidora is an actress slash singer, and at the time, her and Michael
I don't know her, but she looked very similar to Harvey.
Jordan.
No, you know who she looked like? Who the girl used to be with G Unit?
Oh, Olivia. She did. Matter of fact, that's what I thought she was at
That's
first.
who I thought she
Olivia
was at first.
mixed with Rudy, mixed with Keisha Knight Pullman. No?
No.
She was 2 years older than him, but they had no kids. And they had a loving relationship, although it was kind of under wraps. By 2011,
Not by him, right?
a single mother. And Michael B. Jordan was coming up the ranks in Hollywood.
He's like, I'm getting out of here.
2014, she would marry a guy by the name of Ralph Pittman, a businessman, and they would have 2 more other kids.
She loved him.
That's 3 kids by 2018.
Oh, nice family.
Michael B. Jordan was
Very nice.
still on his way to becoming an A-list actor.
Right, he grinding out.
Recently, Drew Sidora happened to be on a podcast, and she was asked
She divorced now.
She
out. She threw all her kids away. She ready because she wished Michael Jordan come back.
Michael B. Jordan, right?
a very interesting question.
I get it. Never have ever dated an A-list celeb.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I guess like you kept it pretty private.
Yeah.
I don't know that you've told us. No.
It's like, I got married.
Now, she's being asked, have you ever dated a A-list actor before? She says yes, and it's pretty private, and she kept it private.
See, this is a real picture of her. She don't look like neither one of them people. She her own lady.
Yeah, right there.
She got a little bit of that Moon Man look. When the moon shakes and the
Stop it. The bad wig.
At the time,
Golden
she
line.
didn't want to disrespect her husband by talking about the relationship. But let's talk about her marriage. How did it turn out?
Again, I have been met with him wanting an open relationship, him wanting to have other women. He's not still been honest. I was waiting when Portia Shamia asked, have you ever cheated on Drew? I was waiting for him to be honest. And he got choked up. And he just threw out no.
Last year, she appeared on Carlos King's podcast and basically admitted to the world that her husband, Ralph Pittman, didn't really want to be in a committed monogamous relationship with her anymore. He needed to clap more cheeks, and she's now on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, or has been on that franchise for years. And basically, he didn't want to admit.
Oh, I don't watch the Housewives. I haven't seen it in a long time. I used to watch it here and there. There's one job I had. There's a little bit. What's the girl name? Used to be in Escape. She fat and I don't know what. Candy. Yeah, she worth watching. Yeah. And then Phaedra, she worth watching too. Anyway.
With other women. So this is a problem. You had a kid by somebody in 2011 or 2012. You've given him 2 more other kids, and he wants to have an open relationship.
Like Vivica Fox right there.
For whatever reason, he feels that you are not woman enough for him.
Keke Palmer.
That's the Moon Man faces. They look different depending on the angle.
What is the Moon Man? This is the Moon Man face?
Yeah.
Son, stop.
McDonald's Big Mac tonight.
Cut it out.
It look different from different angles.
He would say this.
Would you circle the block with anyone?
Ooh. There is one. If they called, I would answer.
Okay.
So, is there anybody that she would date? She says yes. There is another person I would date if they called.
Why would you do that?
Crazy. If they called.
Why would you do
No
that?
offense to Drew Sidora, but you have 3 kids by 2 different men.
Oh, 2 different dudes.
Divorced. Michael B. Jordan has no kids, and you expect that if he would call, you would answer. That's crazy. But here's the most important part.
You are both actors.
Yeah.
He's very
What she was in?
handsome. He is a family man. You have kids. He'd be great as a stepdad.
Wow.
Why would you do that to him?
No, why would he want to do that to himself?
The lady that's interviewing her is saying, wow, Michael B. Jordan is handsome. He's a family man. He would be a great stepdad. Oh, hell no! And I thought it was pretty interesting because when she broke up with Michael B. Jordan, she probably had no clue the kind of man that he would be.
I love
The
it.
problem is, Drew Sidora, just like
I mean, how you know she did him dirty or something? Maybe he broke up with her.
Maybe he broke up with her, but I still love it.
Why you love it? What did?
Because now in 2026, she's seated up. If that guy was to call, I pick up the phone.
She went through life. What if he shitted on
going
her?
through life?
What if he shitted on her?
What if he did?
You act like it's some sort of a vindication in this.
If he was to call, you think she gonna pick up?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with it?
It's got everything to do with it.
I don't think it's necessarily a red pill situation. I could see if she dissed him or told him he wasn't good enough or something like that.
She had 2 kids, 3 kids by 2 different men.
She went on about living her life.
Respect.
And he was smart.
Apple stocks in 2003,
Right.
2008. Yesterday's price is not today's price, baby. Why is that?
When a man fails, he can rebuild. Lost money, rebuild. Failed relationship, rebuild. Lost job, rebuild. Heartbreak, rebuild. Rough season, rebuild.
Men have the ability to rebuild. And we've seen it with Michael B. Jordan. When he was pretty much left in the dumpster by Lori Harvey, he did exactly what this lady is saying.
That's no damn dumpster. How'd you
They
come
broke
back?
up because people make things so goddamn serious.
So, son, this is red pill.
They split up. Of
This is
course,
red pill
all
right
y'all
here.
red pill.
Oh, okay.
The first lady that with the kids, she didn't do nothing. They broke up. They was kids.
Nothing right.
She moved on. She had a life. And
She got married,
And it ain't work out.
She should have stayed with her husband.
It ain't work out.
It didn't work.
What if he
out.
beat her? She got to still stay in the house getting beat up.
Nobody said that he was whipping on her, son.
Why you know? We don't know well, he wanted more women. She couldn't deal with that.
Right. Respect.
And I'll take it a step further. I do understand some men are like that.
Like what?
She need more than one woman.
Yeah,
You just that away.
Yeah.
But you can't do that in the middle of the marriage. I think that's
got to be established.
That's
up
trash on his perspective.
Okay.
I'm not calling him trash. I'm just saying if there's someone wrong in that situation, it ain't her, it's him. Ain't like he met her like, look, baby, this is how it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You know what it is. You can be number one, But you can't be the only one.
Fair
But if you
enough.
come in, you skeeting up, having babies, and starting all this, and then you just say, you know what?
I like these hoes.
I need some help around here.
I can't stay away.
Get you hold some bunk beds. That's what I'm saying is that's not. She's not at fault
for that one, possibly.
She's not in fault.
Okay.
Now the first baby, the loose baby, who knows?
Okay. So the question was posed to her. If this person was to call, would you pick up?
Sure, because it was probably a good thing.
Want to call her?
Maybe
Of all the women out here, plus with all that war paint on her face, she got about
maybe they had
5 layers on her face.
Maybe they had a unique relationship when they were
whatever,
younger.
man. Back in the goddamn
Y'all niggas is so hurt, yo.
What?
Bill, by the time he got to Lori Harvey, he was already A-listing.
About to brush, but I didn't. I was like,
already too high for her in 2020. Then he went through that situation, rebuilt himself, and now his value is even that much more after winning the Oscars. But then
you know you balling out of control when you start wearing a Chinese suit, Chinese collar. You better than a tie. You went Asian fly.
Right.
Shout out to him.
Men have the ability to start over through discipline. Women, on the other hand, often carry emotional wounds, trauma, resentment, distrust, masculine walls, heartbreak, comparison from old partners, and bitterness. Instead of healing, many women jump into new situations carrying the old pain.
men rebuild through discipline, while women tend to carry pain and resentment.
And babies.
When you're rebuilding through discipline, that means you're willing to give the world what they want in order for you to get further. While on the other hand, women's pain is about what can you give me?
Right.
And I am hurt, and this is how I feel, and I need to look out for myself. While as Michael B. Jordan is always looking at what can I give the world so I can get more back and gain more leverage. That's the difference. So now when you look at Michael B. Jordan and Drew Sidora and him calling her, well, she is very good looking, no doubt about it, but there is no reason to call her. I mean, she's had her heart broke by her husband. She has 3 children. She has other priorities.
And he did everything to her already. That's his wife.
And you know how many of them is out here? You know how many of them is walking around on the bus stop?
Why do
going to work every day? Get out of here, man.
I hear what you're saying, but why y'all want to punish this lady so much?
Nobody wants to punish
It's not like she just threw Michael B. Jordan in the gutter. They were teenagers. You saw how young they were? They were baby faces.
Right. Puppy love or
Who
whatever.
Who knows what they broke up for? He might have broke up with her.
That is true. So you know what? Like the woman just said, go ahead, heal. Do what you gotta do because the wall is coming. The wall is coming. You just go ahead.
I mean, the wall really here.
Don't worry. Right. Don't worry about a Michael B. Jordan. That ship has sailed.
They asked her a question.
All right, fair enough.
She still got love for him. They was 20 or something. Come on, man.
Of course, she still got love for him.
If she didn't know what he was, she might still have love for him.
No, she wouldn't. If he was a trash man, she wouldn't have love for him.
If she had no idea what he was,
if she
might
pulled
still
up at a Hardee's and said, "May I take your order, please?" and it's like, "That's Michael." Hey,
stuff like that be happening, son.
Right, and she ain't got no rap.
Expensive to deal with, and it's not because she's unattractive or not successful. He's just too successful. He has too much ammunition. He's just too disciplined to let his life go into a situation like that. Which
he definitely smart for that.
Serve him and my Lori Harvey voice. I think if you're a woman and you're listening to stuff like this, I think it's really good. I mean, I'm nowhere near the level of Kevin Samuels, but we get to understand what life is about. Life is about leverage. And women understand leverage in terms of beauty, but they don't understand leverage as it's undergirded in financial or economic or industrial or marketplace leverage. And that's different. You see, when you see a guy in 2006 or 2007 and he was nothing, but in 2017 he's somebody, and you honestly believe, well, he liked me then, so he must like me now. You're misappropriating your leverage because you don't know what that man has seen in the last decade, last 5 years.
Yeah, gone through.
Discipline has allowed him to see parts of life that you cannot see because your discipline is not like his. And so when you're thinking that he should come back and work hard and then give you a call to come back to you, I mean, it's hopeful that he would, but you don't have any leverage. There's nothing that you can do now to make his life better. And frankly, he's seen better and has left them. So there's no way he's coming back to you unless you can offer something that nobody else can, which you probably don't believe that you should. That's why he will never call. And when women understand leverage in terms of how masculine men coordinate and engineer leverage and how we look at it, then maybe I think that this idea of men and women, or especially in the black community, black men and black women,
I don't know what she was laying on.
and the relationship would work better. But up until then, I think that we're going to have a fundamental issue here, because life is about leverage for men who have played out the longer game, and for women who have not delivered that level of leverage to the market or to the economy in the same way. And this is not for every guy, I understand, but this is for a guy that she wants, right? And that's important. And unfortunately for her, she's not going to get the call that she believes that she deserves.
She never said
And it's
that.
unfortunate. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, S.W. Jack.
She did. The woman asked her in the interview. She said, "If this saw you with this guy, if he was to call, would you?" She held the joint up. Yes, I would.
How does that mean that's what she wants? She
Oh, I
just
don't know what she
she
wants.
said if he were to call. She didn't say she looking for him.
That is true.
Y'all just trying to make something out of nothing, man.
People in hell want ice water. It's cool.
She didn't say she wanted it. She said she would.
That is true.
Anyway, next story. Mic check.
1, 2.